There are many discoveries made by modern man. Behind every mysterious discovery, there is always a hidden story. On this day, we will trace the trail full of relics with the riddle of the supposedly invented, a dark trail from the past. What is the devil's legacy, actually, that makes it so creepy and unsolved? In this video, we will discuss the 7 mysterious discoveries believed to be a relic of the devil. The first map, Piri Reis. In the year 1929, Khalil Adam discovered a mysterious map in an underground Turkish palace. The map was made by a 16th-century Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis, who was also known as an expert in navigation, geography, and cartography. This map is controversial because it contains the Atlantic islands and regions of the Far East, including Japan, long before its time. Interestingly, the Piri Reis map also describes the continent of Antarctica, a new continent officially discovered by James Cook in 1773, about 260 years later. This caused astonishment among scientists. How could Piri Reis make a map with such detail and accuracy in an era when knowledge about geography was very limited? Some theories circulated about the accuracy of such maps, including the views of Erich von Däniken, who thought that Piri Reis might have been helped by extraterrestrial or alien forces to draw the map. Despite the speculation, it is hard to prove. The fact that Piri Reis had never sailed into the Atlantic only adds to the mystery of the map. Piri Reis was finally sentenced to death in 1554 because of a conflict with the governor of Basra. Although his life ended tragically, Piri Reis's contribution to the science of geography remains recognized, and his name is immortalized in many Turkish ships in honor of his services. The second is Gua Longyu. Gua Longyu is a series of ancient caves in Phoenix Hill, near the village of Siambakan, discovered in the year 1992. The site includes about 24 large caves, estimated to have been sculpted at the time of the Qin dynasty in 212 BC. It is considered a miracle to the Chinese community. The existence of this cave raises many questions about the manufacturing method used, considering the times did not have such heavy equipment. This cave site has a width of 1,000 square meters and a height reaching 30 m, with a total cave area that includes more than 30,000 square meters. The unique caves are not interconnected and remain separate, with no passageways or tunnels connecting them to other caves. The sculpture and large size of the cave add to the mystery of how it was made. On the walls of the cave, neat carvings were also found, which are believed to have a special meaning. This pattern is similar to pottery utensils from centuries 500 to 800 BC. 7 of the caves have patterns resembling the constellation Big Dipper. This pattern appears in a downward trend and warns that the trend will change, suggesting there may be an astronomical or symbolic relationship in its creation between beings of the earth and extraterrestrials. Although many mysteries surround Longyu Cave, no historical records or artifacts have been found that give a clue as to who made it or what technologies the residents used. Locals believe that these caves were probably built by man with the help of supernatural strength. The discovery of this ancient object is believed to be 300 years old. This letter was written by a nun named Maria Crocifissa of the monastery of Palma di Montechiaro, Italy. Waking up from sleep on August 11, 1676, Maria said that she wrote this letter when she was possessed. This demon letter was found lying in the monastery of Palma on August 11, 1967. The nun's face was covered with ink, and her hand was holding a letter said to be written by the devil. The goal was to lead people away from God and toward disobedience. The letter is currently in the Ludum Science Museum of Sicily. To interpret the meaning of the writing, the man who finally understood it was overwhelmed. This letter says that the Lord is a heavy burden and that God thinks he can free creatures from life. The Baghdad Battery is a ceramic urn found near Baghdad in Iraq. What makes it different from other urns is the presence of metal rods and a tube found inside it. It is estimated that this tool was used for coating silver and gold objects using a process called electroplating. What makes it strange is that this object dates from 250 BC to 224 AD. The existence of this kind of technology in the past can be evidence that society at the time understood electricity far earlier than expected by modern humans. Another explanation is that this ancient object was used as a scroll container. The Codex Gigas, otherwise known as the Book of Satan, is one of the largest manuscripts in the world, weighing around 75 kilograms and made from more than 160 animal skins. This manuscript beast has about 320 pages, though multiple pages have been lost. The book got the nickname, the Book of Satan, because of a large illustration of Satan inside, which adds a mystical and creepy impression to the script. This book is written in several languages: Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and the Glagolitic alphabet. One of the outstanding legends mentions that a monk who broke his oath of silence was to be buried alive. In order to escape this punishment, he made a pact with the devil, offering his soul in return for help in writing the book in a single night. As a form of veneration, the monk painted the great devil in the book. Experts suppose that if this book were completely written by hand by one person, it would take about 5 years to finish. Currently, the Codex Gigas is exhibited at the National Library in Stockholm, Sweden. It remains one of the greatest mysteries, with various legends surrounding it, making it one of the most interesting and unique manuscripts in the world. Arab researchers in eastern Serbia found a scroll of gold and silver which contained magic spells. This mysterious scroll was buried with the body of a man who had died 2 years earlier. They estimate that the content of the spells in the scroll shows both good and evil powers. The spell was written on a fragile sheet decorated with many symbols, each spell being very small, about the size of a candy wrapper. The burial of this spell was close to the city formerly known as Kostolac, which was part of the Roman Empire. Scientists predicted that the spell was buried around the 4th century AD. Some researchers believe the language used in this spell was ancient Greek. No one knows the full meaning, but researchers say that such spells were often buried with those who died violently, as it was believed such people would have difficulty finding peace in the grave. Those last ones are computers. Ancient, there is a strange discovery that certainly surprised many parties. This discovery is believed to be the invention of the world's first computer, the antique Terra. It is a clock-like object and was found on the ancient Greek island of Terra in the year 1902. The object is believed to be 2,000 years old. Scientists say that it was used to predict the position of stars. The renderings on this tool are very complicated, causing scientists confusion. How could something so complex be found in such an ancient age? This mysterious relic is believed to hold more than just historical value. Any perfection comes from God. Any error or mistake comes from me personally, as an ordinary human being. See you in other exciting stories.